Hi, this is Garrett McAllister from SkyVac USA in Canada, and today we're going to show you a comparison between the world-renowned SkyVac 85 Elite system that we've been selling for years and years and years worldwide, and some recent competitors that have come into the market that are cheaper, but there's some issues going on. So I want to point out why SkyVac. I'd like to show you a feature that's really great on the SkyVac 85. Come on closer and I'll show it to you. This is what we call a power mix or flow mix valve, and this allows us to alter the airflow depending on if we're working on very light or heavy debris. This will allow you to, by switching to the heavy debris setting, to pick really large items out of the gutter. It gives us that really strong water lift and makes the job a whole lot easier. Typically you would run it all the time on the light debris setting, but when you encounter those really heavy pieces, then you'd switch it to the heavy debris setting so you can get those out of the gutter. Our competitors don't have one at all. What you're going to notice here is the electrical system. Now, our SkyVac comes with about 25 feet of cable, as does our competitor. The gauge cable used is a higher grade cable than the competitor's cable. Secondly, you'll notice this right here. Now this is how the system came to us from the customer who let us borrow it. They're now a SkyVac customer. They let us borrow it so we could show this to everyone else. It comes with a UK plug. Let's see if I can get this thing apart. It comes with a UK plug. And the competitor's system requires an adapter. Now you can see right here that they had to tape on some kind of plastic bag to protect this connection so that water doesn't get in here. Also, there's no locking, it's not a locking plug, so this could easily be tripped over, pulled out. It's really, quite frankly, a hazard. And you'll see where they kind of reinforced it with some electrical tape because it's quite flimsy. So this is now being attached to like a 4-prong twist lock for the generator. So what we've done is our system simply comes directly wired to a 4-prong twist lock. We use one of the very best ones in the industry. It's a very good quality 4-prong twist lock that will plug and twist right into your generator. Now optionally, you can run an extension cable. We'll be happy to talk to you later about those specifications if you want to run an extension cable with your SkyVac. We're comparing the trolley and cart between a SkyVac 85 Elite and one of our competitors today. So this is a big issue for me personally because I've cleaned a lot of gutters and it never fails. There's all types of environments in yards and hills and gardens and all kinds of places where you need to be able to pull your machine through the yard easily and get to the gutter so you can clean the gutter. Well, you do this day in and day out and you experience a lot of different scenarios. The problem I have with our competitor's product is that this cart is really, really flimsy. It's quite frankly horrible. It's weak, it's not built very well, and it also is designed wrong. So what they've done is, and you can see this came from our customer who let us borrow this for this video. You can see they bungeed behind the drum because if you don't, when you're moving this machine, it will literally tip out of its cart and hit you in the legs because there's nothing stopping it. It was not designed properly. Because when you're moving it through the yard cleaning gutters, you want to be able to pop it up on its back wheels and drag it. That's imperative. Do it all the time. So the way it was designed is wrong. It's backwards. It should be done differently. Let me show you the SkyVac 85. So first of all, this is a single frame welded, hollowed metal, lightweight, but really durable trolley that comes with the SkyVac 85. This is probably, in my opinion, the best cart I've ever seen on a vacuum. It's incredible. It feels good, it rolls, it moves around really nicely. And watch this, I can pick it up, no problems, and drag it anywhere I want to go. You'll notice that the machine over here has really tiny locking casters on the front and kind of hardened plastic wheels here, whereas ours are oversized, very high quality grade casters with that lock, and also oversized rubberized wheels, which makes it really easy to pop up on the back and like drag it over things, because you know there's usually something in the way, quite frankly. Let me point out a little small thing here that I see on our competitor's system. So this system was given to us from one of our SkyVac customers who mistakenly bought it first and then decided, whoa, I bought the wrong thing. But let me show you, come closer. You'll see here, the drum is not made from a very good stainless steel. It's actually pretty thin. And you can see here, it's already starting to fail. The customer told me they've only used the system a few times, not that much. So you can see that the handle's already popping off and the drum's starting to collapse. This is supposed to be good stainless steel. Look over here at the SkyVac 85. This is solid. This is good stuff. And it's not heavy. It's the right balance between durability and not having too much weight, so that you're not carrying around too much weight while you're cleaning gutters. So let me point out a few of the design differences. Our competitor's system has a center mount for the hose. So this is the mount in the drum where the hose clicks into the system. Ours has a side entry port. Theirs is plastic, ours is metal. Now the reason why that is important is because if you're cleaning, you're going to be cleaning and you're going to be tugging on this thing, tugging, and it will wear out these plastic pieces. We're highly aware of that. So we've built a really rugged entry port here to withstand that pressure and that stress for the system.
As we were talking about the hoses hooking into the machine, we talked about the location of the port on the actual drum. Our competitor's product brings it into the center of the drum, which most vacuums do. We found years ago that's a bad idea, because what happens is the debris comes in and goes straight into the filter, fouling the filter prematurely. It also has a tendency to drop straight down, which doesn't fill the container evenly. Now, on the other hand, the SkyVac 85, the port comes in at an angle to the side. That creates a vortex of airflow that circles the inside of the drum, allowing the debris to drop out before the air is actually sucked into the filtration system. This does two things. It prevents clogs, and it also keeps your filter cleaner. Let's take a look at the filtration on this system. It uses a basket filter that fits down into the drum. And if you'll notice, it's really tight clearance here between the port where it's coming in and the filter. This is causing debris to come in and bunch up right in this area and clog and reduce the airflow. The reports we heard from our customer was he was having a lot of trouble with this backing up, reducing the airflow, and stopping his ability to use the equipment. He would constantly have to turn off the machine, remove the head, pull the filter out, shake the debris off of it, put it back together, and start over again. Now let's take a look at the filtration system that was used on the SkyVac 85. As we said earlier, the port is offset so that as the debris comes in, it's not going to go straight into the filter, but it's going to come in at an angle and circle the inside of the drum, creating a vortex. This allows the debris to come in and skirt the outside of the drum as it falls to the bottom. Not only does that keep the airflow at a high velocity, but it also protects the filter from being overwhelmed by debris. One other feature, we use a canister filter. And you're going to notice that this canister filter has a shield around half of it. That shield lines up with this port so that there's no way the debris can go straight into the filter and create a clog. It's also easily removable and changeable. You just undo the cap, lift it right out, wash it, let it dry, and reinstall. Your filtration is one of the key elements of keeping your machine in tip-top performance. Looking at different types of vacuum pumps that are on the market these days. One of our competitors' poles is these all aluminum poles that telescope together, friction fit. These poles are 23 ounces each. It doesn't sound like much, but when you stack 8 or 9 of these poles together, it gets pretty heavy. Our pole, the new Elite system, has a locking mechanism. They telescope together, but they also lock in place. These poles are carbon fiber, and they only weigh 10 ounces apiece. That's less than half the weight of the aluminum poles. You can put 40 feet of these poles together and it's still under 7. This is an excellent pole. It's carbon fiber. It weighs about 10 ounces. That's extremely light. It's extremely strong. It has a very nice feel to it. And it also has these locking mechanisms on top so that when you telescope the poles together, you have a solid locking clamp system. That gives it more rigidity so you can reach up to 40 feet without it bowing and flexing. SkyVac's new Elite base pole that has a unique feature. It's called a vacuum release. This is very effective when you're cleaning 3-4 stories in the air and you happen to have debris that is stuck to the end of the pickup tool. You can simply twist this at the base, and that opens up a port and allows the vacuum to release by allowing the air to go on into the vacuum from here. And then the debris on the end of your tool will just drop back off into the gutter. Shut this back and then continue cleaning.
Here we're going to show how the competitor's gutter cleaning tools compare to the SkyVac tool. So basically, the competitor has aluminum poles, and you can see here that they have a silicone flexi neck, and this attaches to the pole on one end and attaches to the gutter cleaning utensil on the other end. Well, this competitor only provides one, first of all, just this kind of dirt breaker style metal tool. If you're cleaning copper, or you're cleaning a sensitive metal gutter, or maybe a gutter in front of somebody's bedroom window, you don't want to use a tool like this because it will scrape the inside of the gutter and make it look really bad. And someone's going to be staring out their window looking into a scraped gutter. Secondly, they have a silicone piece here that has no support in the middle. So over just a few cleanings, not many actually, this will start to fail. You can see it has no rigidity at all. It's already weakened, and this was only used a few times really. So this is not going to hold up for any amount of time. So let me show you what we provide here at SkyVac. Here is our standard set of tools. Now we've designed tools for different instances, kind of like a surgeon might use different tools in a surgery. We know that there are different types of debris, different types of scenarios, different types of buildings that you're going to be cleaning. And so we want to design sets of tools that would help you in many instances, not just one. So here you can see this is our standard tool set. We've been using this tool set for many, many years. We've developed many of these pieces. We've refined them over time, and they're basically built upon the premise of using a silicone type piece, a very good quality. Look how rigid that is, with a support piece bracket in the middle to keep this from collapsing in on itself. So these last a pretty long time. Also, multiple different types of end attachments, plastic. We have a metal dirt breaker. We have a crevice tool, a tool that can get down into the space between where the shingles overhang into the gutter. You can get in there and get that debris. We also have a reducer tool. Maybe you have some high-level vacuuming you want to do in a carport, or in the breezeway in an apartment. This would work great and can be used in conjunction with a brush, so you can do some high dusting as well as your gutter cleaning. Works great for spider webs and things like that. We also have a 180-degree bend. So this is used in, not a lot, but it's used in those scenarios where you have two buildings that are really close to each other and you want to be able to clean and you can't get out from the building because something's blocking you. So this allows you to clean right underneath the gutter 180 degrees. Optionally, we also have this does not come standard, but is purchased separately. This is what we call a gutter fork, and this gutter fork can be attached to a telescoping carbon fiber pole, We have what we call the sky poles, we'll show you later, but this can go in and can scoop stuff, big stuff out of the gutter. Over here, over here we have our new Elite set. So the Elite set is designed to be used with our carbon fiber rigid neck adapter at the top. So now we provide both a rigid neck and we provide a flexi neck, depending on the type of debris that you're cleaning. It has several different end tools, both metal, aluminum, and plastic, that can be used if you're doing residential work or commercial work, whatever you like.